Imagine stepping into a vast, open savanna, the air filled with the sounds of chirping, roaring, buzzing, and humming, but with a twist. Every creature in sight is a robotic marvel. Synthetic lions bask in the sun, their fur woven from polymer fibers that shimmer in natural light, while dragonfly drones zip through the air, wings moving so realistically that you'd forget they weren't living beings. Welcome to the future of conservation and entertainment. Robotic wildlife parks, artificial ecosystems designed to replicate nature while relying on cutting-edge robotics, artificial intelligence, and ecological engineering. This concept takes us into a future where technology does not just coexist with nature. It recreates and reimagines it. The very idea of robotic wildlife parks sparks fascinating questions. Why build them in the first place? There are many motivations. One is conservation. As real ecosystems struggle with climate change, deforestation, and species extinction, these artificial habitats could provide a sanctuary, not for living creatures, but for their robotic counterparts, preserving the look, behavior, and even the ecological roles of species that might otherwise be lost. Another motivation is education. Imagine school children walking through a savanna populated with lifelike synthetic animals, learning how ecosystems function without disturbing fragile natural environments. And then, of course, there's entertainment. These parks could rival traditional zoos, offering breathtaking spectacles without the ethical dilemmas of keeping wild animals in captivity. The foundations of such parks would rest on three major technological pillars: robotics, artificial intelligence, and ecosystem engineering. Robotics provides the physical forms, the animals, plants, and environmental machines. AI brings them to life, animating behaviors, interactions, and decision-making. Ecosystem engineering ensures these synthetic creatures don't just act as individuals but as members of a complex, interdependent system that feels alive. For example, robotic zebras would not simply graze at random, they would move in herds, respond to predators, and even migrate across artificial landscapes according to programmed weather cycles. Let's start with the animals themselves. Synthetic lions might be constructed with flexible exoskeletons mimicking muscle tissue. Inside, advanced actuators could provide fluid, realistic movement, while synthetic skin embedded with temperature-responsive polymers could warm in the sun or ripple with lifelike tension during a roar. Their eyes, cameras with ultra-high resolution, would track prey or lock onto park visitors, creating a sense of interaction that blurs the line between reality and simulation. Prey animals like gazelles could be designed with lightweight carbon fiber frames and spring-loaded legs, enabling them to bound across the terrain in graceful arcs that mirror real biological motion. The smaller creatures, birds, insects, reptiles, could rely on miniaturized robotics, tiny drones buzzing like bees or swarms of robotic ants constructing intricate colonies underground. But what makes this truly magical is AI. Unlike animatronics and theme parks that follow pre-programmed motions, these synthetic animals could think, or at least simulate thinking. Machine learning models could allow them to make decisions based on environmental data. A robotic wolf could calculate whether to pursue prey depending on herd size, energy levels, or simulated hunger. Swarms of synthetic locusts could respond to temperature and humidity sensors, behaving exactly as natural swarms do. Some of the AI might even be adaptive, learning from interactions with visitors and evolving over time, so that each trip to the park would feel different. And then there's the ecosystem itself. A true robotic wildlife park wouldn't simply be populated with mechanical animals. It would be an entire artificial environment designed to replicate the dynamics of nature. Synthetic rivers could flow with programmable water cycles, powered by pumps and AI weather controllers. Artificial weather could simulate rainfall, storms, or droughts, forcing synthetic animals to adapt their behavior accordingly. Self-regulating flora, perhaps constructed from biodegradable smart materials, could sprout, grow, and decay in programmed cycles, feeding robotic herbivores, which in turn provide energy for predators in a closed-loop ecological simulation. From a visitor's perspective, the park would be a breathtaking spectacle. You might enter through a futuristic gateway, greeted by holographic guides that explain the science behind what you're about to experience. Walking along elevated pathways, you'd see robotic elephants stomping across the plains, complete with simulated dust clouds kicked up by their massive feet. In the skies, robotic birds soar, their wings flapping with the precision of engineered feathers. You might even feel the rush of synthetic wind created by environmental drones to simulate a migrating flock passing overhead. At night, the park could transform, bioluminescent robotic insects lighting up the darkness, robotic owls gliding silently above, and artificial stars projected onto domed skies. This idea also raises compelling ethical questions. Is it better to watch a robotic tiger roam an artificial jungle than to keep a real tiger in a cage? Would synthetic elephants, programmed with lifelike behaviors, evoke the same empathy as the living kind? Could these parks inspire people to care about conservation, or would they risk disconnecting humanity further from real nature? Some critics might argue that robotic wildlife parks are a poor substitute for protecting real ecosystems, while others might see them as an opportunity to reduce pressure on endangered species while still offering humans the thrill of wildlife encounters. The applications extend beyond entertainment. Robotic wildlife parks could double as research laboratories. Scientists could test ecological theories in these controlled environments, tweaking population ratios, weather patterns, or migration behaviors to see how complex systems evolve. Engineers could study how swarm robotics might be used for agriculture, disaster response, or even planetary colonization. And educators could immerse students in interactive lessons on food webs, predator-prey dynamics, and climate cycles, all without harming living creatures. Economically, the concept could reshape tourism. Imagine entire regions built around synthetic safaris, drawing visitors from across the globe. Unlike traditional zoos or reserves, robotic parks could be established anywhere, from deserts to domes on floating ocean platforms, or even orbital habitats. A city like Dubai could build a desert-enclosed robotic Serengeti. A lunar colony could construct a park with synthetic Earth wildlife to remind settlers of home. And virtual reality integration could allow remote visitors to explore these parks digitally, experiencing the wonder from thousands of miles away. The technological challenges, however, are enormous. Engineers would need to create lifelike animal movements at scale, powered by sustainable energy sources. Eye systems would need to be robust enough to manage thousands of creatures interacting simultaneously. Materials science would need to advance to create synthetic skin, feathers, and fur indistinguishable from the real thing. And ecosystems would require intricate balancing. Too many predators, and the prey population collapses. Too few, and the illusion breaks. But if humanity has shown anything, it's that we are relentless in our pursuit of simulating, recreating, and improving upon the natural world. Looking further ahead, robotic wildlife parks could evolve into something more radical: synthetic ecosystems not bound by Earth's biology. Imagine parks filled with animals that never existed in nature, mechanical dragons, robotic unicorns, or entirely new species designed from scratch. With AI and robotics, humanity could create artificial worlds populated with creatures of pure imagination. These hybrid fantasy meets science parks could blur the boundary between natural history and speculative fiction, offering visitors the chance to experience not only what once was, but what could be. Ultimately, robotic wildlife parks force us to ask a profound question: what does it mean for something to be alive? If synthetic animals can mimic every behavior of real ones, running, hunting, eating, migrating, reproducing in mechanical ways, are they alive in their own sense? Will humans feel the same emotional connections to them as we do with pets or zoo animals? The answer may determine not just the success of these parks, but the direction of humanity's relationship with technology in the natural world in the decades ahead. So as you picture these futuristic parks, filled with buzzing robotic insects, prowling mechanical predators, and shimmering artificial rivers, consider this. The line between natural and artificial is already blurring. Our technology grows more lifelike every year, and our ecosystems grow more fragile. Perhaps robotic wildlife parks are not simply science fiction, but an inevitable step in our quest to preserve, replicate, and reimagine the living beauty of this planet. As visitors wander through this mesmerizing landscape, their senses would be fully engaged. The air would carry not just the hum of machines but the thrill of watching synthetic predators stalk their virtual prey. Towering robotic giraffes would graze peacefully on engineered leaves, their long necks stretching gracefully towards the sky, while herds of mechanical antelope dart across the plains. Each encounter would be enriched by responsive displays, where the animals' movements and sounds seamlessly blend with interactive elements, creating a holistic experience that captivates and educates. The tension of the hunt would be palpable, as onlookers gasp at the dramatic interplay of lifelike figures mimicking nature's relentless rhythms. As tourists traverse the paths winding through this synthetic savanna, they would find themselves in the heart of innovation, where each step unveils another marvel. Holographic guides would flit alongside them, narrating engaging stories of robotic behaviors and the ecological significance of every creature. Children's laughter would mix with the sounds of whirring wings and mechanical growls, as interactive displays prompt them to track an artificial meerkat's alert system. Nearby, robotic rhinos would graze among vibrant, artificial flowers, while AI-generated rain patters down, the droplets cool and refreshing. Visitors could even participate in educational games, simulating conservation challenges, inspiring future generations to appreciate and protect the real wildlife that inspired these wonders. As day turns to dusk in this enchanting realm, the park transforms into a living canvas of light and movement. Visitors would witness the breathtaking spectacle of bioluminescent flora illuminating the pathways, casting an ethereal glow that dances in rhythm with the synthetic sounds of nature. The skies would come alive with robotic fireflies, their delicate bodies flickering like stars above, creating an atmosphere charged with wonder and discovery. Families would gather in awe as holographic storytellers weave tales that blend facts about robotics and wildlife conservation, drawing connections to the natural world. In this haven of technology and nature, the boundary separating the two continues to dissolve, as laughter and awe fill the air, resonating with a shared appreciation for the extraordinary possibilities that lie ahead. As night descends over the park, the robotic wildlife emerges in vivid detail against a backdrop of artificial stars twinkling above. Visitors, with their wide eyes and curious gazes, would find themselves enthralled by the shimmer of mechanical creatures, as glowing robotic insects flit through the air, mimicking the rhythmic beat of nature. Pure excitement would fill the atmosphere as guests capture fleeting moments on their digital devices, cherishing every memory of these astonishing synthetic ecosystems. Children, fueled by wonder, would race towards the synthetic ponds, where mechanical frogs leap and splash, casting ripples that catch the light in mesmerizing patterns. In that magical space, the line between reality and design vanishes, leaving behind a collective hope for a future where innovation and nature unite harmoniously. As night deepens, the park would morph into a dazzling display of technology and imagination. The sounds of synthetic fauna would ripple through the air, creating a symphony of mechanical beats and whirs. A mechanical lion, equipped with luminescent sensors, would prowl the underbrush, its movements both graceful and hauntingly precise. Children would gather close, their faces illuminated by soft glows from interactive displays, as park educators share the intricacies of predator-prey relationships. Nearby, robotic rabbits would engage in playful antics, their quick sprints and erratic hops a thrilling sight that draws delighted gasps. This evening experience culminates in a spectacular light show, with drones soaring high above, choreographed to simulate an evening sky teeming with stars and mythical constellations, sparking imagination and wonder in every beholder. As dawn breaks over the horizon of this robotic wilderness, the synthetic sun casts golden rays upon the landscape, bringing the park to life anew. Robotic birds stir from their perches, their wings fluttering to mimic the morning chorus of natural avian life, while the enticing aroma of engineered flora invites visitors to explore. Families, eager for another day of adventure, gather at the entrance, their excitement palpable in the crisp morning air. Holographic educators materialize to greet guests, ready to embark on an engaging journey of discovery alongside them. Children clutching their interactive devices eagerly await the first encounter with the park's stunning mechanical species, hearts racing with anticipation for the wonders that lie ahead in this unique world, where nature and technology coexist harmoniously. As guests venture deeper into the park, they may stumble upon a newly unveiled section dedicated to interactive conservation missions. Here, families can engage in immersive challenges that mirror real-world ecological dilemmas, from tackling invasive species to restoring artificial habitats. Equipped with augmented reality devices, visitors take on roles as virtual park rangers, navigating their own robotic wildlife through various scenarios designed to promote environmental stewardship. The laughter of children and the determinative grunts of parents fill the air, as everyone works together to solve these puzzles while learning valuable lessons about ecology. Through play, the park ignites a sense of responsibility and connection, inspiring visitors to cherish and protect both synthetic and natural ecosystems alike. As the morning sun continues to rise, the atmosphere grows electric with excitement. In a designated area, visitors are invited to witness a demonstration that showcases the advanced technology powering these robotic wonders. An enthusiastic educator steps forward, introducing the crowd to a group of synthetic cheetahs, their sleek forms poised and ready. With the signal given, the robotic cheetahs leap into action, their movements so fluid and lifelike that gasps of amazement echo through the crowd. Observers are captivated as they watch the animals sprint across a stretch of brilliantly designed terrain, highlighting speed and agility while tracing their programmed paths along the ground. As educational dialogue smoothly weaves through the demonstration, parents exchange glances with their children, eyes wide with curiosity and wonder. This interaction with technology and nature marks the beginning of an unforgettable adventure filled with discovery. As families dive into the interactive conservation missions, they face challenges that are as educational as they are entertaining. The thrill of racing against time to save a virtual animal from an invasive species captivates both children and adults alike, leading to bursts of laughter and teamwork. Parents marvel as their children navigate augmented reality, skillfully identifying robotic wildlife and applying problem-solving skills to restore balance in their synthetic environment. The sense of accomplishment is palpable as each family member contributes insights and solutions, reinforcing the park's mission of ecological awareness while forging lasting memories together. Engaging discussions spark about real-world conservation efforts, transforming the experience into a profound learning opportunity for all. As the day progresses in this magnificent environment, guests gather in an amphitheater designed to host educational talks. A charismatic speaker stands at the forefront, showcasing visual data on the benefits of robotic ecosystems. Engaging anecdotes about successful conservation efforts achieved outside the park demonstrate how technology can enhance environmental understanding. The audience, a blend of families, students, and enthusiasts, listens intently, their eyes bright with questions and curiosity. To further immerse everyone, holographic graphics illustrate the intricate connections between robotic habitats and real-world ecosystems, emphasizing the role of innovation in shaping our relationship with nature. Lively discussions erupt as attendees share their thoughts and ideas about preserving wildlife and the importance of maintaining ecological balance, highlighting the park's impact on shaping future conservationists. In the warmth of the afternoon sun, laughter would resonate as visitors flock to the interactive viewing platforms, equipped with screens that share real-time data on the robotic wildlife around them. They could observe the behaviors of synthetic animals while participating in quizzes, testing their knowledge of the brilliant engineering behind these creations and the ecological principles at play. A child, eyes wide with wonder, might exclaim, "Look! The mechanical lion is working in tandem with those zebras," prompting parents to join in, tapping screens to unlock fun facts about the social dynamics that mirror real animal behavior. The park becomes a living laboratory, where exploration and education coalesce, and every gaze reflects awe and appreciation for the brilliance of technology intertwined with the essence of nature. As the afternoon sun began to dip towards the horizon, families would gather around a vast interactive pond, designed to replicate an ecosystem in perfect harmony. Children would point excitedly as robotic fish dart beneath the water's surface, their scales shimmering in the fading light, while animated modules displayed crucial information about aquatic biodiversity. A surprising splash would elicit gasps of laughter when a mechanical otter, equipped with playful sensors, flipped above the water, showcasing its agility and charm. Nearby, visitors could engage in a real-time aquatic simulation, where augmented reality goggles transported them beneath the waves, allowing them to explore vibrant coral reefs filled with synthetic marine life, fostering a deep appreciation for underwater ecosystems. This blend of learning and fun would solidify their understanding that conservation and enjoyment can coexist beautifully. As the day transitions into evening, the ambiance shifts, inviting a sense of tranquility over the park. Visitors, filled with a day's worth of excitement and curiosity, would find themselves drawn to the quiet corners where robotic trees softly sway, mimicking real foliage. The air would carry a gentle hum, punctuated by the occasional chirp of mechanical crickets, creating a soothing melody that encourages reflection. Families could gather around designated storytelling circles, where holographic guides narrate tales of ancient ecosystems and the continuous journey of conservation, instilling a deeper understanding of our planet's past. The children, eyes sparkling with knowledge, would share what they've learned, promoting lively discussions that blend appreciation for nature and technological innovation. As the sun dips below the horizon, the park becomes a magical space, where empathy towards all living entities, real or synthetic, evolves, fostering a collective vision for a sustainable future. As families feast on delicious meals at the park's culinary stalls, they would connect over shared experiences of the day. Underneath flowing canopies mimicking natural trees, laughter would mix with the sounds of friendly conversations about the incredible wildlife they encountered. Children would enthusiastically recount their adventures, tracking the movements of robotic gazelles or participating in interactive games that highlighted conservation challenges. Parents, inspired by their children's excitement, would discuss the real-world implications of synthetic wildlife, pondering how technology might play a vital role in preserving endangered species. The atmosphere would be vibrant, reflecting not only a deep appreciation for the innovative merging of nature and technology, but also a shared commitment to fostering stewardship for all forms of life. As twilight envelops the park, visitors would savor the last moments of their extraordinary adventure. The sounds of robotic creatures beginning to settle for the night would create a serene backdrop for lingering discussions, as families and friends reflect on their favorite experiences. Photographs would be shared, capturing the wonder of a world where technology and nature unite in harmony, leaving them with lasting memories to carry forth. In this visionary landscape, the potential for growth and discovery is boundless. As we stand at the intersection of technology and nature, we recognize that robotic wildlife parks may not merely be an innovative concept, but a vital evolution in how humanity engages with the world around us, inspiring future generations to cherish and protect the ecosystems we hold dear. Hey, if you're enjoying this video and want to see more like it, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update.